You're listening to Well, I Laughed, Part 3 of Liar Liar, listener episode.
Let's do it.
Hello.
Hello. Oh
shit.
my God. Please.
Oh no, everything's ruined. Don't look at the wizard behind the curtain. They must never know that the vent that's always been there is still there. That's good. That's good.
That's fine.
Me and informative state finals. No one look. Gotta stop touching it for the bit.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm really good. Friends in the Northeast, just went to Boston for the first time in my life. Mm-hmm. Loved the city. Incredible. Loved every
it's such a good
minute
city, right?
in Boston.
Yeah.
Loved the people, loved the places, loved the food.
Yeah.
Great food scene. Loved the architecture. Love how walkable. Granted, we stayed at a hotel in Beacon Hill. It was a school trip. And then we were at the debate tournament at Harvard, which was a lot of fun. So like two famously walkable, designed to be walkable areas, but loved it. You've been to Boston loads of times.
Yeah. My whole family is from around that area. So and then we also went to a conference there in college, and I love that city.
Which is why right now it's important that you give me your hand.
Oh. This could be anything. Oh my God, yes! Yes! The
Tell the people what it is.
Continues. It is a bottle opener keychain, which if you don't know, I collect like 90% now because it pisses Casey off. And he's like, we don't need this many. But it has a little spinning
shamrock.
A shamrock on it, which I'm obsessed with. It's gonna live probably behind you on one of those hooks.
With Lydia trying to figure out which one to get, and obviously we have opinions, and I go, Lydia, it's so important to know that she will probably never actually use this. Okay,
That's
like
true,
we are not looking for usability of all of it.
If I use any of them, I use one of these like super thick boys.
Right. You don't want to break them.
No.
And I was like, second, like I want something that says Boston, but like isn't the Boston skyline. And listen, I'm part Irish and very proud of that Irish heritage. There's a lot of really interesting Irish American stories that I like to tell or hope to tell soon. And Ireland, I've been in your country for a week, and it has captured my heart. I say all of that to say this. I was like, a spinning shamrock bottle opener is maybe the trashiest thing from Boston.
I'm obsessed.
I can bring Maya back. Honestly, my gifts from this trip were great because it was this. And then I got my partner a shot glass that had the Harvard emblem on it. And I was like,
iconic.
This is a good intersection.
Yeah, this is the correct intersection. You want to hang it up behind you?
Sure.
There's a bunch of empty ones up higher. Yeah. You can hang it next to Atlanta, or I think that's Vienna.
Mm-hmm. It is. So there you go. Happy
Thank
friendship
you.
from.
Yay!
Oh, it's our anniversary.
Oh.
I've been meaning to kind of do an anniversary post, so like, don't be surprised if that happens.
Oh.
There was just a lot going on.
That I keep meaning to post more on social media, and I think I posted like 3 times in all of 2025. So.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, on mine.
No, I know. Yeah. Not the work side of things.
Posted a lot on some other things.
So the Boston trip was great.
Yes. Oh, hi. Sorry. My name is Maya. That's Grant. If you don't want to listen to us gab, you can skip us. We get it.
There's a chapter section. Yeah. Brought 35 students to Boston, which wonderful.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
And also so much because a trip like that only functions if the kids have a little bit of agency to get themselves places, right? Like, what are we going to do? Like, march all 35 of them around everywhere?
Yeah.
Like, at Harvard, we were in, I kid you not, I think a dozen different buildings, right?
Oh, my gosh.
Right. So we have all their locations and stuff, but you just kind of got to hope, you know?
That everything works out.
I'm like, in my head being like, what's the smallest number I can make them travel in that still makes them immune to getting mugged? Not that I think Boston's unsafe by any means, but like, you know, they're young
kids.
people.
Yeah.
They're oblivious 15-year-olds in a new city for the first time.
I remember when we were at Yale, there was a building that was just not open, and there was a person that was kind of assigned to like watch it, but they weren't there. The number of children that were freaking the fuck out because the door was locked, and like one of your students started texting me. I was judging around, and your student was panicking so hard, and I was just getting text after text after text until finally I had to like stop, or like I was in between performances, and I asked someone from my round, like, can you go find this student, please?
You literally like send
unwell.
a passenger pigeon. Yes, correct. And it's great. And we have an incredible group of young people that we work with and that came with us on this trip. Like, truly no bad vibes the entire time. But it's still like 35 humans who have needs. And because they live with their parents, are kind of used to having help addressing those needs. And so, like, every second, like, I would be in the middle of a story sometimes and I'd be like, oh my God. And then I'll be back. And then I'd have to just like leave and go, to the point where when we get on the plane to fly back from Boston to Denver, I can feel my whole body relax, because it's like, I know for a fact they are all on this plane.
Yeah.
I know for a fact I am not in charge of this plane.
Yes.
And I know that when we land,
their parents will be there.
Right, I won't be responsible for any of them. Honestly, when we land, our responsibility kind of ends at the gate. We're like,
we all kind of walk together towards baggage claim.
But some are just sending it.
Yeah.
And so I'm experiencing all these weird stages of emotion of like grief and exhaustion, but also like joy and like also just like an unsettledness. And then like flight attendants come by and they're like, can we get you a snack, sir? And I'm like,
you're asking what
I'd love a stroopwafel and a ginger ale.
Please.
And it's all mine, and it's exclusively mine, and they got to stay in their seats so no one can bother me during this moment. And if you're a parent out there who's like, that's my reality, good on you. Good
it's not
on
mine.
Ya. Not mine at all.
Yeah.
Not mine at all. So I just ate that stroopwafel and admittedly that room temperature ginger ale, and I was just like, peace.
And
That's
quiet,
what this
finally.
is. Yeah.
I love that for you.
So it was great. It was a lot of fun.
Meanwhile, we recorded last week on Wednesday, I think, Tuesday, something like that. That night, I don't remember what I was doing, but I had some like chores to finish up after you left. And then I was like, okay, I gotta go take my meds. And so I was like, gonna go take my meds and then go upstairs and go to bed. And I was not paying attention. And then I looked down and I realized I had taken Adderall at midnight.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
I like literally didn't sleep at all. I think I got like some sleep between like 2 and 5 a.m., but it also didn't fully wear off until like 8 or 9 in the morning. I was furious with myself.
Did you get some work done or?
No, I mostly just laid because I was physically exhausted.
Sure.
But my brain was like.
Is this one of those things where coffee can make you more tired if it interacts with the meth in a bad way?
Like, yes, but like not for that reason.
Sure.
But I wasn't also gonna have more caffeine at that point.
You were gonna do an upper and a downer. I totally get it.
It's an upper and an upper, but yeah.
You're like, get your drugs right.
Yeah. So all the rest of the week was kind of just my body trying to rehab. I tried to like. I tried to like pull trig and like get it out, but I couldn't. I couldn't do that. It was too late.
It was too late.
It was way too late. By the time I stood just like frozen in the living room for like probably 2 minutes while I was like, what do I do? 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 Yeah. So anyway,
you are a walking advertisement for fast acting Adderall.
It's extended release, which is part of the problem. So yeah, I think maybe a fast acting would have saved me in that moment.
You know how the federal government's like, we think you might be abusing Adderall?
There are some people in my life where I'm like, I think you might just have sleep apnea. I don't think you have ADHD, but I know you have sleep apnea.
Yeah,
so.
I'm actually afraid that when I'm 40, I'll finally get a sleep apnea machine, and then I'll be like, oh, I've never slept a night in my life.
I'm so 100% certain that is exactly what's going to happen.
But I'm not doing that for your own sake, because this is who I am now. Imagine me fully rested. Imagine me. It's like this thing that we used to hear in elementary school, which was obviously a lie, that we only use like 10% of our brain. Yeah. What if that is what's happening to me right now? What if I'm God and I don't know?
I don't want you to die in the middle of the night. That's really, no, I don't want to see you with more serotonin than you have now because already it's unfair. But like, I also don't want to be at a sleepover with you in Breck and then wake up and be like, well, Grant's dead. We all thought he was snoring and were weirded out when it was quiet for a second.
If I die on like a friend trip in Breckenridge, how long is it going to take for you guys to realize I'm not doing a bit? Like, I think that's really funny too.
I think it'll be at least noon.
Hey, permission to do kind of like a little tasteful weekend at Bernie's with my body until like paramedics come to like take me away. Like, I
Is
think
that permission?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah.
I think like a picture of me with like a plate of pancakes like on my body as I'm like dead in the bed would be kind of funny.
Okay, sunglasses or no sunglasses though.
Oh, it's a weekend at Bernie's thing.
Yes,
It has to be sunglasses.
Okay,
Also,
yeah.
sunglasses in the bed is in itself a joke, you know?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
We had several students at the Harvard tournament do really well. One of them did very, very well in humorous interpretation.
Right.
It was she advanced all the way to octos and then quarters and then semis.
Oh shit.
Yeah, finished 7th. And for my non-speech and debate friends, the top 6 make it to finals. So she was the first one not in finals.
Yeah.
Great run. Super proud of her.
Yeah.
Why am I telling this? Here it is. Okay. So found it. The style of speech that she does is she has to do all the characters in like a 10-minute performance. So you take, in this case, a 90-minute long movie and you shrink it down to 10 minutes, and it's called humorous interpretation. People will go watch a humorous interpretation round and they'll be like, that wasn't very funny. And a lot of times I agree with them.
Yeah.
But I love humorous interpretation because it's all about like the relationships you establish between these characters.
Yes.
And I think that is our relationship. Like that's like it's absolutely garish to put like sunglasses on your dead grandmother, right? But
I think I can see us all doing that.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, you're all going to get a little bit of my ashes anyways. I hope that one of you at least takes the sunglasses.
I'm going to make the sunglass lenses out of like your ashes or something like that.
Amazing. And then you're going to lose them on like a trip.
Oh, yeah.
But it needs
They're
to be.
going to fall into the ocean.
It needs to be like in somewhere trashy like Clearwater, Florida.
Okay, yeah, done. Easy.
No offense to Florida, but you get it. We're not losing them in Malibu. You know what I mean?
Speaking of speech and debate, I realized I never told the masses the last time I helped you judge a speech and debate tournament. It was a school that has like an elementary school attached.
Yes.
And they were short on some judges, so I had to judge debate.
Like all day.
Yeah, like all day. And I went to judge these rounds they had the debate in the elementary school. And so my first round of judging this brand new topic that I had not judged before, it was like resolved.
Nuclear weapons are immoral.
Yeah, nuclear weapons are immoral. So there's a lot of talk of like nuclear proliferation and stuff like that. And I'm sitting in a kindergarten art classroom, like tiny chairs and everything. Like the kids have stacked up like little filing cabinet things like on top of each other to make the like podium. And they're sitting in these chairs that are like a foot off the ground is the seat. And I was like, this is the most insane batshit thing I have ever done in my life.
I want you to know that style event's called Lincoln Douglas. It's 1v1, so there's only 3 people in that room.
Which makes it even weirder for some reason.
I have put rounds of that in all sorts of places. Back when I used to teach at this school, I would use our admin offices, which are essentially a desk with a rolly chair behind it and then 2 regular ass chairs in front of it to like conference with like a kid and a teacher or whatever. I've put LD rounds in there before where everyone just looks like they're on a work call together.
I would have rather that than the dystopian ass bullshit of doing that in the kindergarten art classroom.
This joke's fun for like 6 people total, and I'm so sorry for that. But I judged a lot of debate this weekend at the Harvard tournament because all of the judges we brought and or hired were like, I just want
to do speech.
The fun acting ones, or where they talk about their own experience.
Yeah,
that's what
Lydia.
I want. Right.
Yeah.
Yes. But the ones that are like grounded based on like research and like there's going to be clash around like a lot of death. No, thank you.
No,
so
thank you.
I had to judge those rounds, and that's fine. That's my cross to bear. And the topic for this 2v2 debate is whether or not the FTC should install like a federal regulation framework on sports betting specifically.
Okay.
And so there was a lot of debate around like if the feds should regulate it or if the states should regulate it. And taken as just like as a matter of fact was this argument I heard all the time that states are better at regulating sports betting because they are able to better respond to the needs of local communities, which is like maybe true for like the distribution of like food or like a healthcare system.
Yeah.
But I typed on like 3 kids' ballots. I was like, I didn't vote on it because the other team didn't bring it up in the round, and so it was just accepted as fact.
Yeah.
But in what ways are the betting needs of San Diego different than the betting needs of Boston? Like, someone tell me, please, where Omaha and Oklahoma City differ in what they need out of sports betting. And then another argument was FanDuels and DraftKings have created a duopoly in the sports betting marketplace, and we're not making room for smaller apps to get in on the market. And then someone in Crossfire was like, name one app, and they were like, ESPN Bets only has like 7% of the market, and I was like, oh yes, infamous small business and
ESPN
and offshoot of the Disney Corporation, ESPN and its gambling website, ESPN Bets. When is someone gonna advocate for Disney in this round? And again, not a thing you can vote on because it's not been like refuted in the round. So when they're like, ESPN Bets has only 7% of the market, and they don't say anything in return, you have to take it as a genuine concern that Disney doesn't have more of the DraftKings market.
It's hard judging like multiple rounds, especially in a row, which I struggled with this LD because I judged 3 LD rounds like back to back, and they were all like arguing the same thing. By round 2, I was texting Grant and I was like, if someone doesn't argue, some of you may die.
But that is
and then that is a risk I am willing to take. I was like, they're not winning. There's no other way I foresee someone putting together a strong argument here. But I felt good about that in a kindergarten art classroom. So
obviously, great time on the trip. Perhaps one of my favorite moments, and you've gotten to experience this yourself on the trips, is at the end of the night, Lydia and I in our hotel beds in the same room, just catching up and gossiping on everything that happens. First, Lydia's only gripe with Denver, the one thing she does not like about the city is, and I quote, I wrote it down, "You can't find a croissant anywhere in this city after 2 p.m.
Hey, Lydia, most of us are fucking working.
Most of us don't have croissant needs after 2 p.m.
What do you need a croissant for in the mid-afternoon?
Also, Izio Bakery exists in Denver Central Market.
Yeah,
you know?
that place is great.
They have a new Boston cream inspired croissant, but it's like one of the rolled croissants. You know what I'm talking about? That's like a perfect circle.
Yeah, I used to get. Yeah, I think they started those while we still lived there.
Down there. Yeah.
I would get a little toasted and walk on over and get myself a sweet little treat, sometimes some ice cream. I miss that. I miss those days.
And then the truly very last thing I want to share about this. So we laughed about that. That was great. We love it. Oh, I'm going to go to Izio and pick up some baked goods before my brother and sister-in-law get into town next week. I
have requests.
Oh, welcome. Hi. Oh, these things? Yeah, whatever ones you want. I'll just eat the rest.
I'm requesting one extra one
of whatever.
Chocolate. Yeah, probably.
So then the other thing was Lydia and I were on like Instagram and we're talking and blah, 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 blah. And then we end up on her Instagram because she posts rarely at all.
Ever, yeah.
And that means it's not hard to get deep into her
Instagram, yeah.
So go ahead and just first read that date for me.
July 19th, 2013.
Okay. Caption, all packed up and ready for South Carolina. And please appreciate this picture of your good friend, Lydia Bohawk.
Who is this woman?
From a dozen years ago.
What is this Valencia filter?
It's 2016.
Why does she
or
have
2014.
luggage from 1920?
Perfect. Thank you for asking. That's a prop. She staged this photo. This is a good photo. This is an intentionally crafted, curated experience.
I do
for
love
you.
Lydia.
There's also it was so great just to kind of go back in time because then there's 3 posts from before she was dating Jacob. So it gives you a glimpse as to what her dating profile would have been if she ever had to end up creating a dating profile.
Wild, yeah.
Our student newspaper at the university was called the Daily Nebraskan. So she took a photo of it with it perfectly squared up in it. It's not like off kiltered with like a little
cute,
drink
yeah,
or whatever. It is a perfect like hostage style. This paper was printed today. Proof I'm still alive. Perfectly framed photo of the Daily Nebraskan. Not a good cover, by the way. Captioned, starting off my day by reading the paper. One like. And I'm like, you're the bravest woman I know. You are the bravest person I know.
I'm so glad that she didn't have to go on social media apps or on dating apps. I feel like we would have a much different version of Lydia, and
100%.
she would have been more palatable for sure.
She's one of those rare birds who they've dropped below the number of you need to keep breeding.
Evolution doesn't affect them
right,
anymore.
Right. This is the last of that kind. Once they're gone, there's no coming back. But Lydia and also Jacob, to a degree,
Yes.
are just kind of those last few people, those last few millennials who never had a dating app and never had an algorithm perfect their personalities to what you see in front of you today.
Well,
I'm just so proud of her. I looked at her Instagram and I was like, I get some of these people might have deactivated their accounts since then, but
one like is so funny.
A lot of them have one like.
Are they Jacob?
No.
Are they her?
No. It's no one close to us, which is even better.
Is it the same person each time?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, there it is.
So if you are an infrequent poster like Lydia, and to a certain degree, Maya, you'd be shocked at how little effort it takes to really get back into it. And just, I don't know, I think we've done the work now where we're looking back and we're like, I'm so glad I have aged the way I have. Because, wow, look at that prototype.
I'm scared for the day that some of the stuff on my social media resurfaces. I know my Facebook is locked down.
You're not even in your 30s yet. You have no idea what awaits you.
I'm scared.
So it was a great trip. It was a great time. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Sometimes, never mind. So Wuthering Heights came out.
Right.
The movie.
Have you gone off and seen
with
it?
Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi. And I've talked to you about my stance on Wuthering Heights, right?
You have.
Which is...
you're kind of obsessed with the Bronte sisters.
I fucking hate Wuthering Heights. Deeply.
So I remember she had strong feelings about it.
I love Charlotte Bronte's, Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre.
Okay.
Emily Bronte is the one that wrote Wuthering Heights.
Right.
And I'm going to get some of these details fucked up. I think Emily published the book. It was not well received. And then she died.
That's what I understand too.
And then Charlotte picked it up and then edited it and then re-released it in her sister's name. And then at some point she wrote a foreword for it. And the foreword translated from fancy English speak into today's talk is, this book fucking sucks.
But it's my sister, so don't make fun of it too much.
Basically. The biggest thing that's coming out of this is that Wuthering Heights, the movie, beautiful piece of art. When you compare it to the source text.
Okay.
Hey, Jacob Elordi is not supposed to be white in that movie, which is problem. It's a big one.
I have seen Dev Patel was the
one that people wanted. Yeah. Just.
This is a review.
Yes. Just.
Oh my God. Did one of those classically trained pre-reads. Emily Bronte died of tuberculosis 177 years ago. Yet this adaptation is still the worst thing that has ever happened to her. I love it when gay people are allowed to be on the internet.
And I'm just so glad that my Wuthering Heights hate is like finally, I feel validated. I was worried it was going to become a cult classic. And like, I'll probably watch it when it's not in theaters, maybe, but.
Here's how I know
funny.
Wuthering Heights is an important, notice the word I used, important piece of literature. Because there are some people who are having really strong feelings about this adaptation.
Yeah.
And it's either like, I loved the book and I hated this,
Yep.
or I hate the book, but this makes it palatable to like process and enjoy. And then there's a small sliver who's like, did you know Kate Bush wrote a song about Wuthering Heights in the 90s?
And that's the gay portion, I assume.
No, my partner and I, one of our favorite little bits right now is to like talk about, I don't know, like our relationship with like masculinity or a dad or like toxic trauma, and then like 3 minutes later be watching Drag Race and being like and then be like, I love being gay.
That is beautiful. It's a beautiful relationship you're forming.
Honestly, and I'm growing, I'm learning.
Yeah.
So like get this, right? He doesn't eat dairy because it upsets him.
Like I'm confused.
Same.
Like vegan upsets him, or just upsets his stomach?
No, like dairy hurts his body in the way that it hurts all of us.
Okay.
And so
No, it
he
doesn't.
chooses not to.
What's wrong with him?
Did you know that was an option?
Has he had cheese?
I looked at Lydia and I was like, did you know we could be doing that?
Has he had cheese? Has he had a nice soft brie?
He'll eat cheese, but it's like, it's like special occasions, or we took a lactate, or you're trying to impress my Midwestern family.
Could literally never be me. I would.
Yeah, or me.
I would jump off my own roof before that happened to me.
Reminds me of a good Patreon question to ask
What?
you.
Oh yeah, I have one more thing that I think is funny, but what sport has the best ass?
I found out very recently that they haven't been using pads. Ice skating. I assumed, because of how often they could fall, that a lot of those skaters in those like pants and whatnot, especially the men, had some kind
For
of
figure skating?
had some
Oh.
kind of butt pad in there
No,
just to help
no.
cushion it. They do not.
Okay, you clearly just like ignored my message while you were at Harvard then.
You kind of texted me a lot at Harvard.
Speed skating. Did you not see Jordan's, I think his name is Jordan Stoll's ass? That thing defies like
I'm looking it up right
yeah,
now.
heated rivalries, Connor
Because I
Story.
listen to and believe in women.
Now you do. Like Connor Story's butt is incredible. This man, I truly don't understand how that happened.
Okay, so he is giving kind of blonde Labrador retriever.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just found his calves.
Yeah. He works out like a crazy person.
And what's that like? Wow.
Yeah.
Listen, the cut of that outfit too, though. But okay.
It's helping. But hold on, I found another picture.
Thank you for reminding me of the important discourse I missed when I was away.
Look why like you can't why can you see it from this angle?
It blurs out a little bit.
I'm just so like look at this shit.
Oh, good for him though. He won.
Yeah, he did.
Yay.
He's really good. He's like one of the few that hasn't just like dropped the ball a little bit.
It's all leg strength, right?
Oh my God. I found out, this is sad note. Lindsey Vonn, do you know what happened to her?
The ACL.
Yeah, she like during her first run.
I always kind of want to say the ACLU when I say that. The ACL.
Okay. She got
The ACLU's Ligament Defense Fund. Okay, I'm done. Go ahead.
She got airlifted to the hospital. While she was in the hospital, her dog died. So not only did she like literally not even complete an Olympic run at this Olympics that were supposed to be like her comeback, she's 41. She like immediately like broke a fuck ton of bones and shit. And then her dog dies back in the States.
The only thing we can hope for out of this, the only thing, is that she kind of like covers a song with Brandi Carlile or something.
Interesting. Also found out she was interviewed that she got asked questions about a cow that she had won.
Oh, nice. Did you know
Crazy.
that Canadians are cheaters?
In the curling with the finger?
Yeah. And he gets all defensive about it. And he, even if I hadn't seen the video of him finger nudging it, his reaction is just so instantly
so
obviously
defensive.
like, oh, you are a cheater. Oh,
Yeah.
you're cheating. You are cheating at this game. That was the most, do not call me out because I am doing the thing you are accusing me of reaction
Yeah.
I have ever seen.
It's not like, oh, I didn't even realize it.
Right.
It was, yeah.
I am cheating and don't call me out on it.
Aside from that, biathlon athlete.
Are we allowed to say that? I think it's panathlon. Just the stupidest dad joke, but from your woke dad.
I think it's Swedish or Norway, that guy who announced after his run, after he won bronze and he'd been cheating on his girlfriend, that he'd actually only been dating for 6 months.
No. It's even better. And listeners, you don't have to keep sending us the video with the phrase "men will literally" or "therapy was an option." We've seen every angle of this interview now. But thank you, and we love you all. Yeah. Not that he announced he was cheating, but he announced that he and his girlfriend are broken up and he's devastated because he was cheating on her. So it was all past tense, and this was him trying to get her back. And you know what I always, and it reminded me of this exact thing. If you propose to your partner in a not public way, but like very public way, like Jumbotron at a sporting event, marquee or whatever, bitch, you better have had a conversation before then. You better know for a fact that is that person's dream and that they will say yes.
My other there was a girl, a really popular girl at my high school that got asked to prom by, I think we were maybe like sophomores and he was a junior or something, and she didn't know him that well. And it was super public. Like it was right at the, like during lunch or something, and he had like a band and like everyone saw it. And everyone was like, what? There was a red carpet, I'm actually pretty sure, now that I think about it. And she said yes on the spot, only to then like privately later decline. And I was like, that's a classy move. I don't know what I would have started panicking immediately and then not said anything and run away.
Fortunately, I think the promposal temperatures have come down a little bit. Yeah. They're now just like kind of corny, poorly created posters. The real drama is afterwards. Are we going as friends or are we not going as friends? And it's almost always the two people under different assumptions.
No, that's fair.
And that feels like a great way to segue into some listener stories.
This is from our friend Kara. Hi, Maya, not Grant. You know what you did.
There's honestly so many things that could be. That's a really fair statement.
This whole next paragraph is in parentheses. I realize Grant has no idea what he did. Long story short, the parasocial relationship is parasocialing, parentheses, parasocializing, so strong that I had this dream. It was co-teachers with Grant and he forgot my name.
Kara?
Yes.
Kara, I would never do that to you. Put the gun down.
When I called him out on it, he just said, well, you're not that important to me in the context of my job teaching these kids. And on that note.
I don't know how I'm supposed to refute a true sentence, but I am sorry that dream me hurt your feelings.
Oh my God. There's been mornings where Casey and I have woken up and had to like fully just like reevaluate how we're like acting towards each other. There was one time I was like, I'm not actually mad at you. I was mad at you in my dream, and that just translated to real life.
Kara, write in. Are you a teacher?
Funny would it be if she was just like
marketing,
doing this new job? Chris like, well, you don't matter. Well,
again, tough because I would absolutely say that to a child.
I can see it. Yeah. My name is Kara, rhymes with Sarah. She, her. Feel free to use my name. It took me forever to write in on Liar Liar because I was going back and forth between the latest episodes and some older episodes during the break, and second guessed at least 7 times whether Liar Liar was the new theme or an old one. Just send it anyway.
Always send it.
Next sentence in parentheses. I know it doesn't matter, but anxiety. This story takes place in the very early 2000s. I'll be honest, I'm not changing any names. Both because that's a lot of decision making, again, anxiety, and because they're fairly generic names for an elementary school in that time period, and nobody comes out looking that bad. Well, maybe with one exception, but I don't care. When I was about 10, my dad gave me a pen he got from a drug rep. It had a cool orange grip, and you could click out either an orange pen, a black pen, or my favorite part for no understandable reason, a pointer.
Like a laser pointer?
I'm assuming, or maybe just like a extendable
finger?
Yeah. It point. I was, parentheses, I was 10 and it was early 2000s, okay? I didn't know what a stylus was. I was obsessed. So obviously I showed this pen off to everyone. It was my prized possession for a day or two, which is why I was righteously indignant a few weeks later when I saw cool kid Tyler had my pen. I mean, I didn't even notice it was missing, but suddenly Tyler gets to show off this amazing pen. Indignant! I love that. Good vocabulary. Incredible
Kara,
job.
we are positive that this is not a dream. I'm just looking for confirmation on that, Kara. Go ahead and write it in.
There was, I don't know what it was, but I was talking to my mom one time and I was like, do you remember when this happened? She was like,
No.
that never happened. Are you sure that's not a dream? And it fundamentally changed who I am as a person. I'm still not sure if it was a dream or not.
Plot twist, it was your guys' happiest memory.
Anyway, I muster up every ounce of confrontation that exists in my smaller than average 10-year-old body and tell him to give me back my pen. Parentheses, come to think of it, that might have been my allotted amount of confrontation for my whole life. I do not do confrontation. Again, the anxiety. Well, shame to use it so early.
But, I mean, a good pen's a good pen.
I mean,
waiters and teachers get it, you know?
And really, you should have confronted Grant about not knowing your name. So,
Or caring about you.
Tyler kept insisting it was his pen. Apparently, I was doing a very good job causing a fuss because Jenny and Katie and probably a Sarah or an Amanda came up and told Tyler to quit lying and just give me my pen. I mean, everyone had seen me show it off. Finally, Jenny, maybe not Jenny, but one of the girls, grabbed the pen out of his hand and gave it to me.
Justice.
Justice
Maybe
is served.
it's time for political
pen-based violence. Tyler must have been scared out of his mind after being confronted by a girl gang because somehow he never came back to try and get that pen.
Sorry, I know I'm kind of jumping a lot. Kara, I'm just really loving the world you built. Listen, a matriarchy scares only toxic men. Okay?
It's true. It's so true. And also, I think I was in 6th grade, so I don't know how old that makes me, but it was a year of misfortunes. I've probably talked about it. I just injured myself a lot during that year. I think I was like going through like a growth spurt or something. But within the span of like a week or a couple weeks, I sprained both ankles. Separate incidents, but sprained both ankles. And so the first sprain was like healing. It was never actually like that bad. The second sprain was a bit worse. And so they put me in a wheelchair to like get me to the hospital. But then at the hospital, they were like, truthfully, you're probably going to be fine. We'll just give you crutches so you can kind of alternate which one is really hurting and which one isn't. Unfortunately, the crutches made all of the fuck-ass boys in my grade think I was lying about being injured.
Nice.
And more often than not, stole my crutches at recess. So anyway.
And she's over it.
Clearly.
It's important.
Yeah, I'm doing better in life than any of them are.
How is F45 going?
Great. Fucking amazing. I'm doing a challenge right now, tracking my macros. Crazy. Okay, sorry. So Kara has just gotten her beloved pen back. Sometime later, weeks or months, we had our regularly scheduled desk clean out. Oh no. I'm pulling out my textbooks, the pencil box where you put glue in the top and let it dry, and you have the cool bar of glue, way cooler than it sounds, especially if you color the top with crayons before flooding it with glue. Do you still do this, Kara?
Oh my God, it's a nightmare.
I do remember doing that, though. Yeah. Worksheets that I probably never finished, all crumpled up at the back. And then what falls out, if not my pen? But I had been using my pen regularly. Unless, yeah, the pen that Tyler, quote unquote, lied about being his was, in fact, his.
Wait, hold on. So you're telling me, I just want to be able to follow this, they made more than one of that pen?
It was from a drug company, so it was like a free giveaway or something.
Love it.
I love that Kara was like, that's a cool pen, it's mine.
Right.
And then you sent your lackeys to go basically beat him up.
You end up running a small monopoly over that specific
that
type of pen. You collect all kinds of pens. Kindergartners are getting it. We heard you brought some confiscating.
You gotta
contraband.
You gotta have some,
exactly.
The tax. So the pen that was that they thought was hers was actually his because she had misplaced her pen. My pen was buried in the back of my undiagnosed to this very day attention deficit desk. Mm-hmm. The worst part, my pen had a big old pharmaceutical logo printed on it. Tyler's pen did not. Kara! Kara! Bro! It should have been obvious that I stole Tyler's pen and not the other way around. In parentheses, in case you're wondering, of course I did not. I needed to make sure I read that right. Of course I did not give Tyler his pen back. I am the one who comes out looking bad. Judge me. Inception, parentheses, please don't judge me. Well.
Fears confrontation, but no takesies backsies, I guess.
I took it, so it's mine by law.
Now you have your pen, and if you lose it, still your pen.
Tyler's pen. To make myself feel better, I have to tell you this other story. At some point later during 5th grade, we were all standing in line, and Tyler shows off this neat trick where you draw a hula dancer on the side of the last 2 sections of your index finger, with her waist basically at the joint between the 2 fingers, and then you're able to put your fingertip on the pad of your thumb and wiggle it back and forth so the figure dances. So what's wrong with that? It was my trick. I did it first. And definitely did not teach Tyler how to do it. Have you checked on Tyler recently? I want to know where this kid ended up.
He's our Tyler.
Yeah.
And we're like, why is he so anxious?
This would be why. This would actually explain a lot.
Plot twist, Kara, you are a bully.
But a bully that I understand.
There's this entire 30 Rock skit where Tina Fey's character is like, oh, I hate going back to high school. Like, none of those kids liked me and they all picked on me. And it would be flashbacks and they'd be like, hey, Liz, going to the game tonight? And be like, why? So I can see your drunk dad there? And it's like all of her memories blocked out, her mean reports.
Being mean.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Kara, listen, you're Tina Fey. Yikes. Derogatory. Inception parentheses.
Grant doesn't care about you. The dreams were real.
It was just a prophecy.
I care about you. It was my trick. I did it first and definitely did not need to teach Tyler how to do it. He stole my pen, parentheses, even though at this point I knew otherwise. Okay, so maybe I stole his pen, but he did steal my trick. I think we're even. Hey, I'm just going to point out that he could have learned that trick anywhere.
Literally anybody. It's being like, I invented boobs on a calculator.
And I did.
Right, exactly. I invented running my finger along the crack between the cinder blocks in the quickly built elementary school I was sent to. I was the first one to do that.
You might have been.
At that school, yeah. Probably quickly built.
I don't like that.
It was built well, just a lot of kids.
So the moral of the story is, I don't even know. Don't lie. Girls are the best. Don't use up all of your confrontational energy in the first decade of your life. Anyway, I hope this story was worth whatever amount of time you've invested in it. Count your pens and organize your desk. Kara.
Support your sisters.
Oh my God, there's 3 PSs. Okay. PS. Do you have anxiety? I'm not sure. P.S. 5th grade was also when I was first presented with Abbott and Costello's absolutely perfect sketch, Who's on First? Sometimes I'll just watch that sketch on repeat. It brings me so much joy.
Who were your parents?
You know what skit she's talking about, right?
Yeah,
okay.
I've ran it as a piece before.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So the subject of this email is a silly little homage to that confusion. And the subject line was, liar, liar, who stole who's that? Who stole who's what? That's funny. I like that. P.P.S. Grant mentioned Runza in a very early episode. I don't know if he knows this. There's a Runza in Loveland.
I am aware.
I lived there for a couple years and love hearing little snippets of Colorado content on the pod. It's a trek from Denver, but consider this knowledge my peace offering to Grant.
Before we get to the PPPS, got it right. I want you to know I'm such a awful Denver person that I drive to Nebraska more often than I'm north of Boulder. Like, Loveland, might as well put it in Cheyenne,
Literally
Wyoming.
only I've ever gone there because one of our offices is there.
Put it in Hayes Center, Kansas. I'm visiting it just as frequently as I am.
Aspen lived there for a little bit.
Sure,
so I had to
saw
visit
her at the grocery store the other day,
Yeah?
by the way. Yeah. And then completely embarrassed myself because she was with her partner. And I was like, hi, I'm Grant. And he goes, we've met a couple times.
Yeah, he was at your housewarming.
I was like, great. What are you guys doing here on a Tuesday?
Yeah, getting groceries.
Yeah, so it was good to see you.
Good. I'm glad. I should text her. I haven't talked to her in a while. I don't talk to Aspen like a lot. Sometimes we go through phases of like talking a lot, but she always invites me to when she buys concert tickets.
Amazing.
We just got concert tickets to NoahCon and
because you have depression. What was the
what the fuck?
That's what you said about your own top.
It's fine.
And then and I quote, throw Noah Khan in there to remind yourself that, bitch, you have depression.
It was something that someone said to me.
Yeah.
I didn't say
But
it.
your specific way of saying it lives in my head every
that's
time I
fair.
listen to a Noah Khan song or also kind of musical theater.
Yeah. Yeah, good. That's a legacy. Okay, PPPS. Scared of being judged by Grant's master's degree in communications. Parentheses, is that even right? I went to double check and your biography is definitely a little outdated. Don't make Maya fix it. She does enough work around here. Thank you.
I mean, I could write up something, but I would have no idea how to actually access the website and change it.
You should. I've been meaning we should actually update ours.
The podcast is in many ways my parents' finances, where if mom dies, dad can't access anything.
Yep. Hey,
because I think
I've shared a note with you on so many different occasions that has literally all the passwords to every account associated with the podcast. If it's not on there, it's linked to our Google. Cambridge Analytica is going to have a fucking field day with us. And the password's basically the same thing every time with like different exclamation points and numbers. I don't know why it's so hard.
I don't know if this is a good joke or a bad joke or even a joke.
I'm excited.
But it's like, how you know I'm not in the Epstein files. I can't even manage our Google Drive.
Yeah, it's true.
Plus, like, who I am and how I live my life and all of these other things, but like also that, you know? I'm thinking about our bio.
Yeah.
Recently 30 and fortunately single.
Oh, that's
the
true.
The only thing
Yeah.
that is maybe still true about that biography is an aversion to pets.
Yeah, there it is. I was like, if you still say recently 30, I'm going to punch you in the face.
33 is recently 30. Oh, I'm 32. I turned 33 in April.
I had the exact same thing happen to me like last night. I was like, I'm 28, 27.
And it happens more and more the older you get.
Also, how are we friends? I had lunch.
Think about that all the time. Think about that literally. Oh, not a crazy thing you just said right there.
I went to dinner with like some coworkers last night, and one of the coworkers that came along was a newer employee. He's like 22 years old, and I was like, we are like fundamentally
Different
people.
Correct.
And I don't understand how Grant and I are the same age difference, and somehow I'm still older than him.
Listen, if you found out right now I was dating someone 27, you'd be like, oh, okay. Like
Yeah.
maybe a little young, but like it wouldn't be.
I don't even
But if
think
you
it's a little
found
young.
out Tyler wanted to bring a 22-year-old up to the mountains with us next weekend,
I would literally never forgive him.
we would be like, we don't want to babysit. So
That's fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
But
Yeah.
you know, that was
Also-
true when we first started. You were 25 and I was 30.
I'm an old soul.
Depressed. That means depressed or gay.
Where's the lie?
If you're an old soul but were a pleasure to have in class, gay. If you're an old soul and was rarely in class, depression.
How am I both?
Yeah.
Well,
I have stories I need to tell you off air for
Oh,
many
fuck yeah.
different federal laws. Are like, do not share this information publicly. And I won't, and I can keep it anonymous. But there's a
Okay.
couple of things that are like very funny that have happened
oh, I'm
recently.
excited. Okay. You have a story?
I do. Hello, welcome to this listener episode. And then in bold, please do not use my name. Love when you give anonymous ones. However, you may use my pronouns, she, her. So give me a name for this listener.
Carissa.
You got it dead on.
Did I really?
No.
Oh.
But I
We
know
even
this.
say the names to each other when we're picking out stories so we don't actually accidentally read. So in theory, I should actually know it.
How many people driving right now felt just a flinch of anxiety when they heard
Yeah,
that?
probably.
It's fun.
A lot. Yeah, me.
Little mind games.
You're scary.
Yeah. Yeah. Kara. I'm sorry. I think you're wonderful. That was a great story, but I love a bit and famously do not let things go.
Let's change it to Cass. I think Clarissa is a lot.
Okay, Cass.
Cass.
Great. Longtime listener, second time writer. Yes, I'm a coward and decided not to say any of my names the first, so you may shout at me, Maya.
Coward. Coward.
A few episodes ago, you mentioned that your audience was based off of people with long commutes or those that nobody else talks to at the office.
Yeah.
Yes, I was at the office where nobody really talks to me. That was a fun and accurate description. The story is for the theme Liar Liar. Sorry in advance for any misuse of grammar, Grant. English is my second language, and I'm a bit rusty around the edges. The liar in this story is me.
I love this. Immediately, I'm a fan.
I actually think it would make a really interesting, like, Tom Hanks, Diane Keaton, like 1990s rom-com. If people wrote into like a podcast to share like things they need to share with somebody, but need to get off the air, and then Tom Hanks and Diane Keaton fall in love.
Aw.
I don't think what I said earlier made sense. Get off their chest, but like gets right on the
Yeah,
edge.
yeah,
Like,
I know what you mean. Yeah. It's Reddit for what Reddit is today.
Reddit as a storytelling device.
Yeah, true off my chest. That subreddit's
I
crazy.
have to save it for Patreon because we'll just be here forever if I don't. More stories.
Okay.
This one from today's class.
Incredible.
Basically, I have been lying to my best friend and roommate since October. It is now February.
Oh my God.
Maya, yes, we are roommates, but not in that way. We've had
we're
quite a
roommates.
few conversations about it. Even a previous situationship of hers asked if we were together, seeing how close we are. We simply are friends, and we are happy with how it is. The lie started in October. I had just had a serious enough injury to be for a month in bed. Doctors don't really know how it got to be. I suddenly felt waves of pain, and when I convinced them to take some tests, they found an injury that was pushing 2 vertebrae. I'm fine now and can walk again, and I'm back to the office.
So that meant you couldn't walk for a period?
Like
what
a
injury?
month.
What?
They don't... Not entirely sure if it's not clarified because English is their second language or because the doctors were like, it's a mystery, Scooby-Doo.
Oh my gosh, that's wild.
And to be back in the office a month later, if I lose my ability to walk and gain it again with a month, I'm taking a sojourn across northern
I
Spain.
need time to process that shit. I can't go back and just act like everything's normal.
I'm eat, pray, loving my way at least through the city of Chicago.
At least. If we get to New York, we get to New York.
That's exactly it. Just don't stop in Cleveland.
Yeah.
What does it even mean?
You could catch a boat down to
London.
Cuba.
Exactly. Oh,
A flight.
Sure. Oh, right.
From your prohibition.
I'm
episode.
referencing why Ohio's not in the Midwest and your prohibition. Yeah, pina colada.
I don't have some weird vendetta against Ohio like you do.
I don't have a weird vendetta. I have a well-articulated point against them. Thank you.
Aileen, I still love you.
A friend of a friend, let's call them X, messaged me asking for help. I met X this past August. A big anime convention took place in the city where he lives, and he invited our friend in common to stay for a few days. She knew I wanted to go as well, so a month prior to the convention, I arranged a meeting with them because I had anxiety about the idea of staying in a stranger's home.
Yeah.
Correct,
Fair enough.
Cass.
Good. Yeah, good job.
The meeting was okay. They were nice enough, so I agreed to the plan. When I got there for the convention, my friends stated that because of the bed arrangements, I was going to sleep in the same bed as they and the next day with my friend.
Okay.
So there was one bed and an inflatable mattress on the floor where we were staying at.
Okay.
Their house was a 2-story home. The first floor was for inviting people over. Love the way to describe that. The living room. I love it. Okay.
Yes.
Second floor was for the bedroom and for the families. Technically, they had a bed upstairs. However, they preferred the one bed, one mattress arrangement.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Fair enough.
Listen, different cultures,
I don't
different
get
experiences.
It, but fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm certainly not one to judge people on how you use your guest
It's
bedroom.
true. Grant has literally not a single leg to stand on.
There are couches too, if you would like. We laughed a bit, but there was only one mattress until the next morning. Apparently, in my sleep, I moved more than I knew and kicked and slapped them and stole all the bedding.
No, Cass.
Bad look for new friends. The few days that we stayed together were okay. We said goodbye and went on our merry way. That was until October. we are now back on track with the main
Yeah,
content.
yeah.
Look at you giving us kind of cutaways
Yeah,
and
this
back
is
twos.
just a
Much better
whole
than how
timeline.
we normally do stories.
My stories don't make sense 90% of the time.
X had a pretty awful family. We met them on the trip and wrote to me because
Oh.
he was being kicked out and had nowhere to stay.
No.
Our common friend had an unstable housing situation, so she couldn't take them in. And X, because of like being the main caregiver of the relatives for the last 3 years, didn't really have a social network. That's a whole crazy separate story that these people would kick you out.
Yeah.
I spoke with my bestie about it and how we have an open house concept and would like for them to stay for a little bit to help
Yeah.
them out. X said it would be a week, maybe 2.
Oh my God.
They stayed
No,
for a
no,
month
no.
and a half.
Oh, okay.
That's my biggest fear in the entire world.
So it's also Casey's.
Our dear friend Sophie, Danny Sophie,
Yeah.
Sophie, who moved to London,
Yeah.
messaged me recently asking how long could she stay at my house over the summer. And because I know Sophie well enough, I was like, oh my God, a week. Which like kind of is that's as long of a stay as I really can
Yeah,
accommodate, you know? I've
fair.
accommodated a friend for 2.5 weeks once
Right.
and let them bring their dog with them because I'm not a monster.
Oh.
Worked a lot of late nights those
Yeah. Oh my God.
It was okay. I grew as a person.
So Grant's not hospitable.
They came over at the start of the time that I was feeling sick. And by the time the 2 weeks had passed, I was already on work leave. My bestie and I would ask them regularly about their plans, and they were looking for job opportunities. Now, if you get kicked out, you might think to yourself, doesn't matter how much the job sucks. I need a job. I need to start
gonna take
supporting
it, yeah.
myself ASAP. Wrong. They were
No.
only applying for their field, which was biology and animal care investigation.
It feels like there has to be a middle ground there.
Like, I told you a week, I gave you 3, get out.
Like I don't like,
They leave, you change the locks, and you're like, so
or
sorry.
at least have like find another person and then
Yeah.
alternate who gets the kid that week.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only correct way
That's
to
a
do
smart
it.
idea.
Yeah.
That's a smart idea. So the first week that I was at the office, they would simply stay in the living room where we had set up the bed and just watch TV all day. And that's tough too. Like, I get if this person just experienced a
Something
traumatic
traumatic, yeah.
experience, you're like trying to like center yourself.
Yeah.
But I know you and I are both so afraid of being perceived as like burdens on others that we're like, I have cleaned everything, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I have folded all your laundry.
Folded literally everything.
I hope you were okay with me going through your underwear, but it's folded now. Yeah. Right.
I took the liberty of cleaning every dirty piece of underwear that you had. So
As time went on, the house got colder and colder, and staying in the living room was no longer an option. This house has 3 rooms, but the third one was mainly used as storage because of how small it was. So the only other place that was habitable was my room. Again, just one bed. At this point, I was in bed 24/7, hurting with no sleep schedule, only going outside for medical tests and fearing for my job.
yeah.
I hate my office job. However, with the health state I was in, starting in a new one was not viable,
Yeah.
and my savings were not enough to be unemployed indefinitely. With my physical health on the low, my mental health did kind of the same thing,
Yeah.
and I started to get a bit depressed. Now, this is where
Understandable.
the lie begins.
Oh.
We were watching TV on my bed as any other day, and I started to notice that they were giving me the,
No.
hey, I know I've overstayed my welcome and I don't have a job, but like,
I can pay with my body.
right. Is this enough rent? Did that do it for you?
Really hated every second.
Better not lose this job that I got. You know what I mean? They started to give me the I want to kiss you look. For those of you who are obviously in an audio platform and can't physically see
Grant
what
just
we're
rolled
doing.
his body at me.
Body is a wonderland. We were both single. I was in a pretty bad state. However, I still had a bit of awareness, so I twice tried to avoid being so close to them.
Immediately red flag.
Yeah, like number 8 of
Yeah.
this story. Also relevant, they are not the most...
Oh no.
Oh, cats, you kill me. Also of note, they're not the most handsome or attractive person precisely. And if I had met them on like Tinder, none of this would have happened. I wouldn't have even swiped right. So you got an Uggo in your bed, not paying rent, sleeping in your same room, being like,
when you're in
"Maybe
pain.
Oh, princess." After a few minutes, they kissed me and I didn't avoid it. We talked a bit, agreed that this could be a sort of situationship.
No.
However, being in a situationship with someone you live with that is also taking care of you during a health crisis quickly
That's
feels
tough.
like being in a marriage. That is really
Yeah.
tough because
I would say maybe hostage situation.
yeah, she needs something.
Yeah.
He needs something.
Is it he or they?
I guess it could be they.
Yeah.
She needs something. They need something.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a mutual agreement that they're going to meet each other's needs.
No.
You know?
No. Yeah, but you can't be like, get out of my house now.
Right. Especially when you're like, oh, like you are helping take care of me.
Yeah.
But that also doesn't make you entitled to like physical intimacy with me.
That's also just so weird.
Truly
Because like
repulsive.
you dodged them like twice and then they
Right.
still went in.
Don't forget, they're ugly.
You're right. That is a really important thing. That's crazy.
During all of this, my bestie was uncomfortable as fuck.
Yeah.
She didn't know ex previously to living with them, saw how they were getting too comfortable at home without contributing economically.
Yeah.
They didn't pay rent, had no savings, had no money. We're in our third parentheses now. The relative they were taking care of had passed away recently and was waiting for the inheritance money to be able to run away from home, but on their own means before they were kicked out with no money and now also no prospects.
Oof.
They moved in October, right? November came and my bestie was planning to go home with her family. But before she went, she asked me to please make it so that X wouldn't be living here anymore when she came back.
Yeah.
I did as she asked. They gave me the same excuses they had given to us before in the past month.
Mm-hmm.
I was stupid enough to believe them and gave them time until mid-November to get their shit together. I started feeling better physically.
Good.
Doctors finally taken my pain seriously
Yay.
and was prescribed meds.
That's good.
So as soon as I could walk, I asked to go back to the office.
Yeah.
I could have reincorporated 2 weeks sooner, but my boss would not agree to 100% remote accommodations because everything has to be awful to prove some stupid point that no one cares about.
I
was me
hear
at the end
that
there.
deeply. Sometimes people at my job go on rants about how we all need to work in the office. And like, if that was an older crew, you could have gotten away with that. But now that the office is like majority Gen Z millennials, like immediately when they start saying that, everyone's like, we'll leave.
Yeah.
I'll leave.
I'm an extrovert. I was excited when I felt like I could safely go back to the office. And I by no means think that like working people need to be in the office. I think for the most part, institutionalized learning is good for children who are developing social skills.
Yeah.
You guys have rich social lives. We don't need to get into this, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I had already been at the office for a week and I found a job in my field, art, for the weekends.
Nice.
I had been nonstop applying while in bed.
Yeah.
Being able to be outside of my room jump-started my mental health, and I started
Good.
to realize that X had not only abused the hospitality, but had also been leeching off of my savings for a month because I paid for utilities and I paid for food. We're not really looking to better their situationship because why would they move out after having such incredible comfort?
This is my biggest nightmare. Have you watched It's Like the Worst Roommate or something on obviously you haven't. I don't know why I'm asking. Half of those stories are like people that come into like a renting situation and then just don't pay and don't leave.
Right.
Because there's like crazy laws like protecting them basically. Wild.
I have more stories to tell you off air.
Yeah.
But I haven't lived with another person since I was 22, so I have no concept for this at all. I did my own taxes last night.
God,
I
need to
am
do
independent in a way that has made it difficult to let others get close to me.
What? I don't know why you would say that.
Anyways, 2 new versions of ourselves.
Oh, gross.
I know. Their relationship with their family had smoothed to this point of them asking for X to be at Christmas. And I talked them into going. Like, X, you should go.
Gotta go.
You gotta repair this relationship. You gotta do it.
I love that.
When they got the train ticket, their family lived on the other side of the country. I had already worked one day at my art job and was telling X about my colleagues and how interesting and gorgeous all these people were. Technically, we had no commitment to each other and wanted to test what their reaction to me actually having options was. And they got jealous as fuck. Therefore, they, as an ex, demanded exclusivity.
Shut the fuck up.
of a situationship.
No.
I agreed because I knew they were going to be finally out of my house in 3 days. X mentioned buying the train ticket to come back. At that point, I was like, there's no fucking way you were coming back to my house. So I talked them out of buying it.
Okay.
I felt awful with agreeing with being exclusive, knowing that my intention was to dump them as fast as they were with their family, as soon as they were with their family. I'm certain I could have managed this whole thing better in other circumstances, but I'm 26 years old, don't have much experience in relationships in general.
Also, they didn't make it easy for you, by the way. Like, this isn't necessarily, like, this is a learning experience, but this isn't something that, like, people should have expected you to know how to deal with.
100%.
Yeah.
And I'm not excusing my actions, but I felt like the context is relevant.
Yeah.
The day after X arrived with their family back home, I dumped them via text, asked our friend in common to check in on them. I had told her about the whole situationship thing, and then asked X for some time that was no contact.
Good.
X agreed. 3 days later,
Shut up.
They were already messaging me.
Shut up.
Got the typical Happy New Year text.
No, that's not no contact.
Correct. It's actually the opposite of no context.
That's actually like pushing boundaries that, whatever.
X called me once. I didn't pick up.
Good.
They said they were messing with their contact list and, quote, didn't mean to call me.
Shut up.
Bullshit.
Yeah, absolute bullshit.
I love this. I love it. 10 days later, they wrote me again, and I finally opened the message. Previously read everything from the notifications during this time and blocked them on social media. I am used to the manipulation tactics, the gaslighting, the twisting of the truth from my relationship with my own parents. That's another story I almost wrote about for a different topic. X was in the same breath saying they missed me and they had been waiting for a message of mine that they compared to a light at the end of a dark tunnel. At the same time, they said I was the one with the emotional attachment. Not a fucking chance. I love it. You're like, English is not my first language. Not a second chance. Perfectly executed. Sorry. Not a fucking chance. Perfectly executed. Well timed. Fully written correctly. Yeah. The sandwich compliment is a child's play compared with the confusion and love bombing this message was. They didn't count on my secret weapon, trauma. I would have overlooked the try to manipulate me. However, they mentioned that as soon as they got back with their family and is messaging our mutual friend and is all like, oh, and like, by the way, like, I guess I'm like hooking up with this like random chick without mentioning her specifically.
Oh my
and
God.
She knows X is not leaving like his parents' house when he's home. And so she's like, oh, okay, got it. Cause like mutual friend immediately turned around and told me what they said.
You're not actually.
Right. And they were able to like puzzle it out. And so if you're not keeping it a secret, then like I don't need to keep it a secret anymore. I wrote back to them quite furious, told them how disrespected I felt after portraying our confidentiality with our mutual friend, that the limit was broken and our communication and everything is done. I am now writing this email sitting next to my best friend who does not know about the situationship or anything that was going on.
Because you said you were lying.
Right, correct. Does not know about any of it. And while I am grateful for the relationship or the situationship is over, the mutual friend, so there's like her ex and then the two friends, the mutual friend between her and X is visiting in mid-March and is afraid that she's going to have like a I know what you did last October conversation, which by the way, girl, you're the victim in this situation. Listen, have I absolutely dated some absolute stinkers? Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I have dated some losers. And I say that with love. Losers.
No. Losers derogatory for me.
People who just had more work to do on them than they had completed so far. I get it. You are a victim in this situation.
Yes.
You were essentially bedridden and they were like, maybe we kiss and I keep bringing you sandwiches. Is that good for you?
And then as soon as you start like talking about attractive other people, they're like, only me. Only look at me. I am the prettiest thing in your world.
Now I'm going to say this. And this is not to humanize X at all whatsoever, but I understand the play when X was like, I want us to be exclusive because that's what I did with my current partner when I was like,
real reason,
I'm
though.
obsessed with you. And I think I've asked for a relationship right now because of how early we are into this. That would freak you out. So I'm going to take the temperature.
It freaked all of us out, to be fair.
So I'm going to take the temperature down. one notch and ask for us to be exclusive.
You did have like somewhat of a
I think
like
so.
like prep.
Listen, 5 days later, he was like, "Do you just want to be boyfriends?" And I was like, "Oh my god, yes, I would love that." That's literally all I wanted.
So interesting that you asked.
That was the plan all along. And then since then, we've had some really important and insightful conversations about how passive communication might have been what I was raised with, but is actually not helpful or healthy.
I love him. I really do. It's so beautiful for me. I love that he is now internalizing that he's neurodivergent. He's never really been verbal about that until the last couple months.
Kind of classically
Yep,
neurodivergent thing.
And now also he's like, oh, I have trauma. Beautiful. Beautiful. No notes. Okay.
Like the conversation of inviting him to Hayden's party, I was like, yeah, and like Hayden, she's like one of my best friends. Like she's having like a birthday party on Saturday, and I'm like looking forward to it, and it should be a lot of fun. And he was like, are you inviting me? And I go, yes, I am. Actually, I am. He goes, why are you being so weird about this? And I go, I don't know. I just don't think
why.
I don't think I'm allowed to just ask for what I want, I guess, is what's happening.
Yep, we be knowing.
How many times can I say the same joke until you stop laughing?
No.
Right. We need a name.
Yes, I need a name.
There's always like the handful of just like obvious ones that we go with. So what's a fun one? Let's go with Ashley.
Oh, okay. Ashley. Hey,
My
Ashley.
cousin named Ashley.
I have a couple friends named Ashley. Okay. Longtime listener, first time caller. I started listening to the podcast at episode 2, which is the first set of episodes we released. So you've been here since the beginning, babes. And I have been wanting to submit this story since then, just never got around to writing it down. Yes, I'm diagnosed ADHD. Yeah, thanks. I love your anecdotes about Golden and the Denver area. Story time, sickening. And then the title is What's in the Fireplace?
Oh, God.
I didn't read all of this, but every sentence I read, I was like, what? Okay. So background, at the time of this event, I was 24, female, and recently out of a long-term relationship. On a night out, I met Jack, fake name, 26 male, through mutual friends at a bar. We spent hours flirting and chatting. Given the events that follow, I don't know how. I might have been much drunker than I thought.
No one taking notes at the desk.
Yeah. But he was cute to someone back there, maybe with the right blur.
Does he kind of look like your dad? Let's say yes.
Oh, ooh. Hated that.
Yeah.
Remember that time you dated a guy with the same name as your dad?
And tried so hard to nickname him.
Find a different name for him.
And he was like, no, I really want my name. And I'm like, you can't. Like I said just 5 minutes ago, dated some real interesting people.
Guys, yeah.
Have a wealth of stories now. So Jack,
okay. I'll give him this, though. He is very attractive, so maybe that's all drunk me was noticing.
Okay.
I mean, fair enough. I've done that plenty of times.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, he asked to take me on a date the following day, and drunk me was thrilled. I woke up the following morning so excited to give love a chance one more time. This is the story of that date.
Oh my God. Okay, so you met drunk at a bar, and the next day he was like, I want to treat you right.
No, while drunk at the bar, he was like, can I take you out tomorrow?
Right.
Yeah.
And then this is now
yes,
tomorrow.
This is now tomorrow.
Okay.
The date.
So drunk plans, sober experience now. Okay.
How this starts.
Amazing.
This is so fucking funny. Okay. The toast is hidden. Perfect. In the morning, he called me to confirm the date and says that he will come pick me up. I tell him to text me when he arrives. I live in a big apartment building and never say which one on the first date. Smart. When he arrived, I received a text that said, "Here, Milfy Jeep."
What? What? Spell it for me real quick.
MILFY.
Oh, okay. Okay. And
Grant can't say it, so I'll say it if you don't know what that means. Mom, I'd like to fuck.
But it's also like not anywhere close to a color, you know?
No, like not like what is a Milfy
it's like,
Jeep?
You didn't say like crew Jeep and you mean blue Jeep, right?
Yeah.
Like you were like that is.
This was not a spelling error.
Oh God, please let it be the license plate.
I thought that's an odd thing to say. Maybe he didn't mean it like that. And I ignorantly left my apartment to go meet him. Immediately upon driving away, I learned that he does in fact say that a lot and does mean it as in mother I'd like to fuck.
So as in he is driving the Jeep a MILF would drive, or
okay, I'll explain.
Okay.
The next little section explains it. Not only does he describe his car as, quote, MILFy, but has also named it MILFy.
Okay.
I still don't know what it means.
Down. Okay.
But I don't think he does either.
See, this is how people got to be knowing I'm on the spectrum, because I go, well, do you view yourself as a MILF, or are you trying to the Jeep? And if so,
the people want to know.
And if so, the Jeep's a mother?
Yeah.
Like
I'm a mother.
Listen, I can get down with like it's for the vibes, but I need you to then tell me, quote, it's for the vibes.
Is it a Jeep Liberty? I need to know. The people need answers. Okay. Its name is Milfy. If that wasn't enough, he talks about Milfy like a living being. For example, Milfy and I recently took a road trip to ... Oh,
no.
Milfy and I moved here from blank. And Milfy and I love driving around in the snow. It genuinely sounded like he was in love with his car. Red flag? Yes. But I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and I thought maybe he's just nervous. ... Space. Sad face.
Well, and also, like, it depends on what your relationship with toxic masculinity is. A car guy can be kind of hot for the first couple of dates.
Like,
especially if you need work done on your car.
It's a hard balance to find the right quirky guy that isn't a problem, because a lot of quirky guys, they say weird shit and you're like, what the fuck? And then like 2 hours later, you're like, I absolutely understand and I'm totally on board.
You could have just turned notifications on for the app. Ooh, sorry, that's actually not how that would have worked at all. So thank you for asking me for my number.
Me with Grant, except the app is just text.
And there have some times I've been like, this is just an app. I could turn these notifications off too.
Anyway, before Grant gets any ideas, in an attempt to change the subject, I asked about his recent trip to Seattle he had mentioned the night before.
With Milfy? Sorry.
He tells me about it briefly before saying, but I could never live there. It's way too many effing, parentheses, insert racial slur for people of Chinese descent here in Seattle, and burst into laughter. Hold on, people.
Hey, and we all have to learn this lesson. And so I'm sorry, Ashley. I have been on a date like that once, but it was towards Muslims.
Oh.
And I was like, how
2001 of you.
Right. And also, like, you're in athletic shorts and Nike slides at this nice rooftop.
No.
I legitimately was like, I'm going to go. I don't want to keep hanging out with you. And he was like, really? And I go, yeah, I'm not enjoying this experience. I was 26.
Good for you.
26. And I was like, I don't want to get to know you better.
The way if I was single still and dating, that would be like 80% of the dates that I went on.
I don't think that's fair. A woman would never say that.
I would probably be dating women, and so maybe it would actually be going better. Who knows?
Yeah. You would be dating an intense yoga instructor.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I
deeply,
can too.
Yeah. Okay.
And Casey, we love you.
You're just not flexible in that way. Okay, so he's just said a racial slur for Chinese people. I, stunned into silence, barely have time to form a thought before he stops laughing at his own joke, parentheses, question mark, and says, don't worry, I get my racism from my mom and my sexism from my dad. Jump out the window.
Leave.
Jump out the window.
My racism from my mom and my sexism from my dad.
The fact that came out of someone's mouth, just unfiltered. Like, you're acknowledging you're being racist and sexist.
Also, your Jeep is named Milfy. What is your relationship with your mom like?
I really don't want to know actually any more information about that rabbit
But you
hole.
see how I'm like, okay, well, now I need answers to that.
Yeah. Sir, what? I am
Yikes.
very worried. He is continuing to laugh and look over at me, so I awkwardly laugh, and at this moment, I debate my odds jumping out of the moving car into a snowbank or asking him to turn around. But as a young woman, I was too afraid to be rude, and I decided I would just wrap this up as quickly as possible. Yeah, absolutely. I get that. Especially when you're in a car with them. No.
Instead of making one big uncomfortable decision, I'm going to make 27 smaller, still pretty uncomfortable decisions.
Yeah. Just to spread out the discomfort. Yeah. We arrive at the cocktail lounge and I order my favorite drink and he just says, I'll have what she's having. This is important later. I make stupid small talk about how cold it is for a minute, but at this point I realize he has not asked me one question about myself the entire time. So I sip my drink and count to 10 in my head, allowing him to stew in the awkward silence. And it still doesn't occur to him to ask a question.
It is giving, I love you. How? You don't know my last name. Like, there's no
this
way
is
you could
too
love
much.
me.
He just, ask him a question. He just starts rambling about his would have been sports career. Shut up. He is
Amazing.
every fucking
Go for
stereotype.
it. Take it to the end of the
Oh my
line and
God.
then take a picture of his micro penis. Do it for the fam. Let her ride.
Fully on board with everything you're doing now, Ashley. His sports career before saying, so what else do you want to know about me? That question would just... I would continue to be stunned into silence. The fact that he managed to ask a question, but it's still about him.
I can feel it working its way into things I'm going to say next weekend. So what else do you guys want to know about me?
No.
And no one but you's going to get it. And my partner's going to be like, shut up. Shut up. My brother's going to just hit me across the face.
But it'll be worth it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So
What
else
else do you want to know about me?
every
It's
awkward
insane.
silence needs to now be filled. So what else do you
Me and
want
my
to
students literally tomorrow. Anyone else want to know anything? Pretty interesting guy we got over here. Don't know if you know that or not. Pretty interesting guy.
hate this?
Sorry, this is your life, but it's also so funny.
Oh my God. I am desperately trying to make safe conversation. So because I have already learned that cars, travel, and sports are off limits, ask about his friends and family. Safe, right? Wrong. He then enters this absurd monologue about self-identifying as a mama's boy because
I asked 10 minutes ago and I didn't see the guy. I wasn't there. Secondhand, I was like, what is his relationship with his mother?
It's too close.
I'm
That's for
so
certain.
good at it.
As a mama's boy, because according to him, all other women in his life are constantly trying to have sex with him, so his mom is his only safe space. Your car is named Mom I'd Like to Fuck.
You had a unique first in the history of humanity experience. Hey, Ashley, what the fuck? You experienced something no one's ever experienced. Also, during that little moment, I learned a new trick to do with the microphone.
Yeah. I saw it happen in his eyes. Fuck.
Well, what else do you want to know about me? It's more self-involved than naming your album Liza. Like, do you know how insane you have to be?
Beautiful to be like, oh, I should care about them. What else do you want to know?
Oh, yes, dear. Oh, what other questions do you have?
It's just
to outdo Liza Minnelli at her own game. Incredible straight man.
beautiful.
I have a real relationship with my mom, but she's all I can think about. Liza. But
Anyway,
also,
you want to get
Jack.
Milfy?
Exactly. Want to get Milfy and find out why she's named that?
Yeah. Milfy and I want to have you inside of us. So nuts. Okay. If you are thinking that this is insane, correct. He even specifically included women in relationships with his friends and his married coworkers. Oh, this man just thinks everyone's in love with him.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I am texting all of my friends to see if Anyone can come save me. And luckily, they are already headed to a place close to where I am. We finish our drinks, and he asks me if I would like to get another one. I abruptly say no, and that I am going downtown to meet some friends, so I'll just call an Uber. He then says, oh, no worries, that sounds super fun. My friends are downtown too, so I can just drive us and we can all hang out. Ashley, I'm disappointed in what happens next. Again, afraid of being rude and awkward, I begrudgingly agree to the ride because we are only about a 10-minute drive away. How dare you get back into Milfy like that? But, I didn't.
He's going to get so weird.
Yeah. When we are back in
Because
Milfy.
meeting your friends is like a big step for us, you know?
Yeah. When we're back in Milfy.
None of them are minorities, right? Or my mom.
His mom specifically. He then says he's going to swing by his house to pick up his roommate. At this point, I am very annoyed, but just say fine. His roommate gets in the car and actually seems like a relatively normal human being upon first impression. So I am relieved to not be alone with this crazy man, and we continue on our way. 2 minutes later, at this point, I was dissociating. So I do not remember how their conversation got here, but the roommate goes, hey, Jack, have you told her about what's in the fireplace? This man then
I forgot the title of this email.
This man then burst out laughing and is about to tell me, but essentially interrupts himself, looks at me and says, you're not Jewish, are you?
Oh, no. Sorry. That was a shock. That was a shock.
Sorry, what the fuck? Again, almost too stunned to speak.
There's a men's loneliness crisis.
They're not lonely enough.
2 minutes in, and his best friend to bump set Spike, his buddy, to seal this deal with this girl who's in Milfy right now is
You're
like,
not Jewish, are you?
what the fuck do you even mean? It's a Milfy Jeep. What is that? It's just the Jeep his mom used to drive. Go ahead.
Again, almost too stunned to speak. I very quietly say, no, which causes him to start chuckling again and say, good, then you'll think this is funny. In my head, I'm screaming,
guarantee I won't find it funny.
I can say with so much certainty, I will not. Still laughing, he's about to tell me, but then instead says, don't worry, you'll see it later. Again, screaming in my head, in what fucking world do you think I will ever step foot in your house? Oh my God.
Don't worry, you'll see it
later. After asking if you're Jewish?
Oh God.
That can only be bad things.
Yeah.
We arrive at the bar, and unfortunately, I had cut the date because she's supposed to meet her friends. I had cut the date short enough that we had beaten my friends that I was texting to rescue me, so she can't escape. But I could see that they were less than 5 minutes away, and it was a blizzard outside, so I follow him into the bar. At this point, I am pulling teeth to talk about things that aren't related to cars, travel, sports, family, friends, roommates, or where he lives, and trying to keep it so surface level. So I ask, what's your go-to drink? And he says, call back to earlier, I actually hate the taste of all alcohol. I had no idea what to order at a fancy cocktail lounge. That's why I just got what you had. I didn't really like it, by the way. I only drink for efficiency to get fucked up or black out.
Wow.
This man is 26.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, in my mind, they're like
21,
20 into a bar or like 21, 22.
26.
It's sticky floor.
Yep. She's 24. He's 26.
No, sorry. That puts him just a year younger than you right now.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
His car is named Milfy. And he's 26.
I hope this gets picked up. I doubt we are in his algorithm's target demographic, but
Casey's car is named Toyotaro.
Mine is named Tieta.
Yeah. Milfy? At this age? In this economy?
My car's names have been Charlotte, Neil, and Tieta. What do you mean Milfy?
There's just better options.
Okay.
This 26-year-old man then proceeded to order a trash can and slam it in one go and get another one.
Hey, I'm sorry, but just born better. What's a trash can?
She's about to explain
Thank you so much.
I don't. If you don't know, this is essentially a Long Island iced tea with blue curacao and Red Bull upside down sticking out of the top. This is the kind of drink someone else buys for you on your 21st birthday.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but we had that in college too. So in summary, racist, check. Sexist, check. Narcissistic, check. Drinking problem, check. Bingo!
Didn't even touch on his relationship with his mom.
No. The next conversation is one that every woman has had. Me. I think I'm going to head out and go see my friends. Him. Okay, I'll come with you. Me. No, it's okay. I won't be there long. I need to go to bed soon. I have an early morning. Him. Okay, we can go back to mine and watch a movie after. Me. No, I need to go home. Him. Well, can I come home with you? Me. No. Yes, accurate. That is a conversation everyone has had.
And
yes.
saying, well, can I
come home with you?
Okay.
What?
Okay. No,
It's disgusting.
I would say I never want to see you again, but I'm afraid you would murder me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, deeply. At this moment, like an angel from above, my friend I had been texting bursts through the front door, screams, Ashley! Jane just called me crying so hard she couldn't even say why. We need to go. Grabs my hand and runs me out of the bar.
AKA, didn't have time to come up with an excuse. We just got to go, girl.
No, we don't have a friend named Jane. We've all also done that for our friends. This essentially is the end of the story, but a few things to add. Now that it is a few years later, I'm embarrassed for how long I stayed and my efforts to be polite. Ladies, leave a date immediately at the first sexist or racist joke you hear. You are not being rude. They are being fucking rude. I am mature enough now to know that it is okay to leave. Good for you, Ashley. Good for you. Because I always get asked after this story, no, I have no idea what was in the fireplace, but ponder on it often. I forgot about that. My friends and I regularly reference this when talking about new people we are dating. The phrase, what's in the fireplace, now means, what's wrong with him? What are the red flags? Actually, that's
great.
That's fucking genius.
Phenomenal.
That's beautiful. That's art. And I find it funny every time. To add insult to injury, about a year later, I ran into him at a bar.
Yes.
He was with a group.
I love a post-credit scene.
He was with a group of people all wearing quote-unquote funny t-shirts saying things like, if found, return to the nearest bar, and you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. Normal things. But this guy, I shit you not, was in a black shirt with giant white all caps, "Don't bully me, I'll come," written on it. And yes, they picked their own shirts.
Here's the thing. I have seen that exact shirt before.
Yeah.
At Pride. Charlie's in a fenced-in area.
With gays, it's absolutely true.
It's also, they've cut off the sleeves and
Yes.
half the lower
Yeah,
half.
you can see everything below the
The
nipples.
fact that they have their belly button pierced is confirmed with the shirt you're looking at.
Yeah.
You know?
Sorry this was so long and probably riddled with
Don't
grammatical and spelling errors. It was
apologize at all.
beautiful, but I hope you got a good laugh at some of the insane one-liners. Thanks for reading. What's in the fireplace is iconic. The Jeep named Milfy.
Sometimes, okay, here's the thing. I've had versions of that conversation before where it's like, hey, I like you a lot. What's wrong with you?
Well, yeah.
Why are you on the market right now?
Yeah. What's I recently started just like for fun shopping for horses, just looking at like ads and stuff, and it's so fun to remind myself what the words that they say that mean bad things, but you wouldn't know it. It's like, he has a lot of go to him. Or like,
remember that one time I was seeing a person you knew from a past life, and I was like, Maya, he has abs, and you were like, everything else about him is bad. Literally everything. And I was like, well, he has abs.
that was when I had checked your location. I was like, he's driving up from
Why is he up in the northern burbs?
That's not where he lives.
If you see me spending a lot of time in Thornton, you have permission to question my motives.
I did.
Thornton's a lovely community with no real reason to go to it unless you live there or someone else lives there.
Someone with abs.
Lived there. Do you know what's actually so funny about that whole time in my life? That person, man with abs, was renting out a townhome at the time I was thinking about purchasing my gorgeous townhome.
Right.
Like basically not even the same house. But I looked at man with abs and I said, do you do you hear your neighbors a lot, like with the shared walls? And he goes, never. Like
I also lived in a townhouse.
No, I know. I asked you second. I
Oh.
was kind of one of those situations where because everything about him was a red flag, conversations were kind of hard. And so since I wasn't caught up in his personality and said just his abs and he had his shirt on in that moment, I remember
You
thinking,
were not distracted.
no, I was like, oh, I have like a upcoming real estate deal I'm kind of working on. Hey, how do you like having shared walls?
Well,
Really, between him and you, really helped push the needle over to like
I love
get
a
the
townhouse.
gorgeous townhouse.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
If there was a townhouse that existed that had a garage and a yard, I would buy it immediately.
That feels like a home. Why would you want a townhouse?
Because they're just in the city.
Not having a yard is one of my favorite parts about my townhome.
I agree for the lawn care.
Yeah.
I just like having dogs.
You have pets. I
Yeah,
forget about
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because like living so close to a school with a giant yard, like I have access to
Yeah,
it. I've actually
yeah.
thought about like trying to better utilize that this
Yeah,
summer
yeah.
because it's like gorgeous.
It's
and there's
huge
a
also.
huge
Yeah.
amount of space.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready for our last story?
Yes. So a little backstory for this. This story is from one of Grant's friends. And Grant knew that his friend was going to be sending this story in. And when he got here, he asked me to look in the website inbox to see if he had sent it. And I didn't see it. And so Grant called him to be like, are you submitting your story? And this guy said, yeah, absolutely, I'll get on that right now. And when we sat down to start recording, we had agreed we were going to do a story last because he's actively writing it right now. He sent us a link to a Google Doc that he is still actively writing in.
I'm going to call this person real quick. Hey, Queen.
Well, hello there.
Hey,
Hi, how's it going?
two questions. Also, so fun if we can just capture some of this audio here real quick. Are we allowed to say your name on the podcast?
Yes, you totally can.
Okay. I just like,
Incredible.
we love being able to add this like little detail to it all. Second, how close is your story to being done? I see you're still writing.
Okay, so I thought it was going to be like a very quick. I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. And I'm like, oh shit, I got so much background I got to give. But also remember, my eyesight is bad, so it's 12 font right now. And then
No.
so we're at like 5. We're at like 5. It's okay. It's not long. It's very narrative. There's not a lot of like research in it, so it's definitely
Well,
like
it's a
That's
listener story,
that's a
so that's
literature
good.
teacher right there.
Okay.
yes.
I have.
No, it's from my junior year of high school, so feel free to add commentary about me if you need to.
Also, I want you to know,
Makes sense.
this is us basically just gaining your permission to also use this phone call on the podcast. I don't know if we will or not, but we are capturing the audio.
Somehow.
Oh, iconic. What are we chit-chatting about?
Well,
Well, we're
you-
waiting for you to finish your story.
Right, I see
so.
you're still typing. How much more time do you need is the first question.
Like 5 minutes.
Okay,
So
perfect.
we're going to refreshen our drinks. And then second, I saw your text message like 2 minutes ago that you want Maya to read it and me to react, but she's already read
I can read it.
and I've
That's fine. I don't care.
Is that still your preference, Ryan?
Oh, I don't care. It's up to you.
Go ahead.
But I am talking to a little accredited judge, though.
Level 2.
Level 2. Not even level 1. I'm level 2 accredited.
Also,
Yeah.
and this will be
I
a
put that in the story too. It's a
Aw.
accredited judge.
totally
Yeah,
separate
you're-
conversation we'll have later, but I texted you at 7:45 this morning if you're excited for state and you've left me on red, and I want you to know no coach in this state leaves me on red when I ask them questions like that. So just go ahead and respond to that
I
as
want
well.
you to remember that next time I text you.
Listen, Grant.
Famous.
It's not cool if I text back too soon.
That's
Okay.
true.
I
Well,
gotta.
we're going on hour 14, so feel free to find that message box. Anyways, we're going to refreshen our drinks. You finish it, babes, okay?
Can I just tell you right now? We're excited. It's gonna be good.
That does not count. Okay, goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I'm now going to completely gaslight our friend Ryan and not
Oh,
respond
perfect.
to any of his text messages.
Until he
And be
responds
like,
to you.
No, and be like,
Oh.
well, you'll hear our reaction in 3 weeks.
Brutal.
Huh?
It'll only be 2 weeks because we're a little behind right now too. Okay. Hey Ryan, I'm so sorry. I don't know that I don't know the song that you're talking about. It says, "Please sing in your best Les Mis voice. Hello, lovely ladies."
I think it's one of the songs
It's one of
Sacha
the
Baron
songs.
Cohen sings,
Yeah, I just
right?
can't remember the tune of it.
All I can think of right now, I know it's wrong. I'm saying that at the start. When you're good to mama, mama's good to you, which is not from Les
No,
Mis.
really not.
Maybe from Chicago.
Maybe.
Maybe. Anyways.
Okay. I am very excited for this theme. Lying was my absolute favorite pastime as a child growing up with two older siblings. As the baby, and thus the favorite, I could get away with almost anything I put my words to. It was especially fun since both of my siblings had a moral compass and were not so great at deceit. Ryan, I am learning brand new things about you. I would have never guessed this about you.
What you learn about Ryan may shock you.
Yeah.
It's a clickbait article on AOL.com. God's internet.
Doctors don't want you to know this one trick.
About Ryan.
My poker face was so good, in fact, that I could get away with almost anything at school. In 7th grade, I was sent to the principal's office for doing someone else's math homework for money. Parentheses, what a fucking nerd. I lied directly to Principal Smith's face with evidence against me. I made up an extravagant story of how the other student shoved the paper my way and I didn't have a chance to say no. And it was just all a big misunderstanding. My principal believed me over the other student and my foe received detention. Sorry, Rhett. Oh my God. As Grant touched on recently, lying was also a necessity for part of my childhood. Growing up gay in a conservative religious part of the country, you learn to dodge, evade, and downright twist answers to questions about what girl you like or who you have a crush on.
When he was like, lying was one of my favorite things, I was like, Queen, don't I know it? But I was like, oh, maybe don't out your friend on your national podcast like this. And he was like, as Grant talked about recently, I too
was
am a
gay.
homosexual. And I'm like, good, okay. Liars. We're liars.
We're homonormative here.
But whereas lying in that area made me tell the truth almost exclusively in all other areas of my
it
life,
just
it is
made his
deeper
powers
in the, right,
better.
exactly.
Okay. Having to ignore this part of you and make up a complete falsehood about yourself requires you to be a good actor and to track all of your tales. Because baby, you were born this way, and baby, I was born to act.
Got to keep it straight.
Yeah.
Got to keep everything straight.
Similar to Grant, I found my safe space through the speech and debate community. On weekends, I frolicked among people who dyed their hair, had tattoos, and voted for Hillary Clinton, a woman.
And a Democrat.
Yeah. It was a blue island in a land of red. Think of it like going to Disney World in the middle of hell.
Yeah.
People used logic to justify their actions and beliefs rather than religion. Refreshing. Anywho, my primary love was interp events. Ryan, why'd you give me a fucking assignment? Maya, level 2 accredited judge, please explain what interp is for the class.
I love at that point he was panicking. He was like, I don't have enough time to write this out.
I actually do
Maya,
think I
here's
saw
your notes.
him put that there. Interp is the acting. So there's like, I mean, there's a bunch of different kinds of acting, but this is like where you could get a source material, like you could get the script for Death Becomes Her, for example, and then
Text Grant throughout the entire summer. Is this cutting
Is
good?
this good? Is this good? You haven't even seen it. I also did not get very far through it. Yeah. Well, because you showed no interest, and then all of a sudden you were like, "Is that done? Can I have that?" And I was like, "Oh my god!"
I didn't know I needed to micromanage you.
I didn't know that you wanted it. But yeah, then you can interpret the script as you want. There's HI, duos, also interp.
Humorous, dramatic,
Yeah.
partnered,
Yeah.
poetry. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. My junior year, my partner and I were put together on a killer duo called Snow White and the Gucci Stiletto.
I love that script.
Yeah, a Disney lesbian fanfic with lots of karaoke moments and fun plot twists.
Correct.
We had a blast throughout the season and ended up qualifying for NSDA Nats. But after 3 years, I decided that I was limiting my potential by just performing interps. After all, it was my junior year, and I had only done acting events and Congress, but that's basically acting.
Doesn't count at all.
Yes, I agree. It is basically acting. I think that's why I like it. So I decided to spread my wings and try as many events as possible. This led me to U.S. extemporaneous speaking. Grant, insert explanation of extemporaneous speaking here. Why didn't you give me that one?
Oh.
Just kidding. I know.
In U.S. extemporaneous speaking, the student draws 3 questions, selecting one and returning the other 2. At that moment, the student has 30 minutes to prepare a speech 7 minutes in length. With 6 sources, 3 main points, an introduction, and a conclusion, extemporaneous speaking allows a student the chance to explore critical events in the news while also applying structures of essay and researching skills.
And crazy memorization, dude. That's the most shocking part for me.
The shocking part about all of it is everyone's like, wow, they have to prepare a speech in 30 minutes. I go, no, they're preparing that speech oftentimes in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
They are then memorizing
the
it
rest
in
of
20.
it for 20.
Yeah, no, they're Olympians.
Yeah. When I had to judge the extemp finals or semifinals or whatever at Yale, they were like, so you know how to judge extemp? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, so you've done it like on a final, like at this level? And I was like, and they're like, you know about the cross-examination. And I was like, I know what a cross-examination is.
You look around to make sure they're still talking to you.
And then other judges came in and I was like, what the fuck
is going on?
No, it was actually one of your students that I was like, what the fuck is this?
Whose older sibling
did really well in that event.
We're actually, at least locally, a pretty good extemp school.
Yes. So anyway, that's extemp. I felt somewhat confident due to my debate training, but I usually went to the Coffeeville speech tournament with a whatever happens, happens vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It was my first tournament, and I knew the gist of the event. Talk pretty and with lots of facts. Listen, judges love a funny hook. We do. Killer thesis statement. Yeah. Subpar evidence, lackluster analysis, and silly through lines. I have absolutely no notes.
One of my students' current favorite attention getter whenever they're asked an extemp question about U.S. foreign policy is to basically work the following phrase in as early as possible. But with President Trump's recent posturing, it's led many to wonder if Greenland is about to become red, white, and blue land. I know it's so awful.
It catches you off guard.
It is, because you're like, oh, this speech is about neocolonialism from the U.S. Empire. But that was funny wordplay.
Silly through lines. I made it to finals. Oops. Final round. Final round, they ate up my analogy comparing the Flint, Michigan water crisis to my brother tripping me in a foot race. Long story short, the tournament goes well, and I end up with a second place finish. Oops. Girl bossed a little too hard there. Flash forward 2 months. I am competing at the state tournament. I have my 2 events, duo, the one we were fighting for a state title in, and mixed extemp, my throwaway event I'm doing for the points. I had poured my heart and soul into duo all year. This was our chance to bring home the title. We had qualified for the national tournament before the state competition, so we knew we had a solid chance. State is always so magical. Everyone's on their A game, and we are out for blood. No one is my friend here, and I will grievance you if you look at me wrong. Grievance you is like going to the judges and complaining, saying that you like broke a rule or something.
Let's perfect analogy. Canada in curling.
Yeah. Yes. So my first 3 preliminary rounds go great. Duo is killing and extemp is fine. Semi-final breaks come out. Duo 1-1-6. No break, which means breaking into like the next like final quarterfinals or octa finals or whatever. Extemp, I'm in. Semis bound. What the fuck? This was not how the day was supposed to go. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited, but now I have to give subpar speeches in front of more than one judge. Gross, embarrassing. This was my second ever time doing extemp. I should not be here. I even wrote a self-titled poem called Why Am I Here? While waiting for my draw.
He's in extemp semifinals at this point.
Yeah.
Amazing.
True shock and honestly disgust with the system. You ever like succeed so hard that you're just like, oh my God, what is this?
We recently had a kid attend a tournament in extemp because their duo partner couldn't go and they needed the tournament requirement. And this kid's a skier and was like, so when I don't break to finals, can I like check out early? I'm like, normally no, but this isn't your main event. And so like, that's fine, whatever. Yeah. Kid breaks to finals. And then now has to both state for finals and
awards.
That's
what happens when you go in chill. You know?
And then everyone's like, can you believe it? And I go, yes, this child's smart and has never applied themselves. Extemp is perfect.
The perfect little hyperfixation. Nevertheless, we head into the semifinal round. The round topic, the U.S. education and criminal justice systems. Ouch, is that commentary or coincidence? So now, my entire strategy going into semifinals, in the words of Plankton, I don't know. I never thought I would make it this far.
Don't you love teachers? Don't you?
Really do. Ben and Jessica, my best friends on the team who started dating in 8th grade and are still dating 13 years later.
Yikes.
Also,
Sorry.
also made semifinals. Names have been changed to protect the innocent. Ben was in my room. Lucky him. Easy competition. Didn't have to worry about me beating him. And Jessica competed in the other room. Random side story. Ben was the first person I ever came out to on a debate trip on Friday the 13th. November 2015, right after a gallbladder attack in the hotel parking lot.
You see what I mean when I'm like, these trips are exhausting, even though I trust these future like state regulators.
Yeah, yep. And the night of the Paris attacks.
Oh, big night for everybody, huh?
Just before my partner and I go 3-2 and makes quarterfinals at the tournament. High school was wild. Ben draws before me and I wish him luck. Go, Ben, make finals. 10 minutes later, I go select my question. The first question, absolutely no background knowledge. The second question, I had never heard of that person. Finally, I look at my third question, and I know it's the one. What can schools do better to prevent injuries obtained by student athletes while playing sports? Easy peasy. I can start with a statistical analysis of injuries on the status quo, layer in the background of current secondary school policy on sports injuries, and maybe throw in a fun little anecdote for that emotional pull.
Which, side note, it is cool that we're teaching young people how to do that quickly, efficiently.
Yes.
Like,
Terrifying.
That's a cool thing to be able to be like, yeah, I'm part of the system
I
that
can't do
creates
that.
this.
Yeah.
Classically trained.
Yeah, I'm not. I judge them, though, for some reason. Like I said earlier, this was just a throwaway event for me. So we vibing, having fun, not worrying too much. Little did I know that in just a few seconds, my carefree afternoon would turn to terror and test my lying ability to the max. Now,
Can I guess? Sorry.
I don't even know what it is, so yeah.
I'm going to guess right now
Yeah.
that this is still at the time when we were not allowing people to use their computers. And so Ryan had to pull all of his evidence from his printed extemp draw folders. And he has now just chosen a topic.
Is
where
that what
they
happens?
have-
They give you, they used to give you sources?
No.
Oh.
You had to print it out at school in the days and weeks before and file it in these massive, like, portable totes. And the best extempers went into draw knowing what they had research on. Because if you go and you don't have any research,
Oh,
you're
shit.
fucked.
Yeah, that's tough.
So
Okay.
what happens?
So now back in my day, we were not allowed to use the internet while competing.
Yes.
Computers, yes. Access to the internet, absolutely not. What if there was an internet outage and students would not be able to fairly access their research during prep time?
What if? Yeah, that would be
that
crazy.
happened at a tournament we were at last year.
Tournaments, multiple tournaments.
Yeah, that's fair. What would you do? Cancel the round? Thankfully, that would never happen. We download articles to flash drives via RSS feeds. RSS feeds are what podcasts are now. Ha! You download as many as you can each week, so when Saturday rolls around, the searches for tariff, recidivism, or SCOTUS are plentiful. I spent hours setting up my RSS feed, so I had everything downloaded and ready to go. I was unstoppable. Let's start prepping for this speech. I walked back to my computer and started to search through my files for my evidence. I searched for the term sports, no files found. I searched for the term injuries, no files found. Athletics, no files found. Football, none found. My heart starts racing. Softball, no files found. Concussions, no files found. There was nothing coming up. I had zero evidence, statistics, or narratives to bring to the table. At that moment, I faced an absolute moral dilemma. Do I walk into my state semifinal round and present a speech with no evidence, no facts, and no statistics? Or do I
cheat?
trust my ability to lie just one more time? I make my decision later.
I think it's crazy, by the way, that he's like, I can either go in there and lie or go in there and tell the speech that's the truth that doesn't have any evidence. And option 3 is just not like connect to the internet and find this information.
That's so true. You were a cheater, but in a weird way.
Right, in a way that was still kind of honest about it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. 30 minutes later, I walked into my competition room in the science wing of Wichita East High School. Fuck. The audience consists of 3 judges and the 4 competitors that went before me, including my friend Ben. No one else is watching extemp for fun. We start out strong. My intro begins with a cute story of my dad accidentally hitting me in the face with a baseball, causing me to quit in 3rd grade and take up cheerleading. This transitions to the topic where we discuss the more serious nature of injuries to high school athletes. I state the question, thesis, and we are off to the races. Ryan, I really appreciate that you have now You're now going. We're
You
with
built a
you.
world.
We're with you as you. My heart is pounding right now. I'm scared for you. The first point consists of statistics from the New York Times stating that 1 in 12 students receive a minor injury and approximately 1 in 90 students receive a major injury. Wall Street Journal reinforces this with their article saying that 21% of adults surveyed about their participation in youth sports noted they regret their participation due to lasting negative physical effects.
Numbers that are absolutely bullshit, but within the
believable.
window of believability.
Yeah. Like I
want you to know, when I judge like the really deep rounds of like the really, really good kids, they'll say the source and they have to say at least, I mean, especially at that level, date of publication and the people that are publishing it.
Mm-hmm.
I have on a handful of occasions opened up a new tab and searched it to try to find it. And either A, like, it doesn't exist, so you have now quoted something incorrectly or something that doesn't exist, or B, it does exist, but what you were arguing doesn't exist in that article.
Document.
Yeah.
My favorite has been when people start bringing up really old sources and then no new sources. That's my favorite note to make. None of this is true anymore.
Right.
Okay. The second point gets a bit more serious. We examine how recent Kansas budget cuts under the Brownback administration have reduced the presence of physical trainers at high school sporting events. 121 schools in Kansas do not have adequate training staff to cover high school sporting events. The Kansas Department of Ed noted that funding to these programs fell by 74%, or nearly $27 million.
We're lying so much. We are lying so much.
This is all lie. This is 1% truth, and it's a story from your own childhood.
Which is not fully truthful, but it's on a track close to truth.
This is insane. When we move to the final point, I find myself saying these words. Although we can talk numbers and statistics all day, this question hits pretty close to home. And then I go on to tell the story of my classmate Greg, who received a concussion while playing football. Since our school let go of the athletic trainer the month before due to budget cuts, no one recognized the warning signs of a concussion, and Greg continued to play with no intervention. I drove home the importance of medically trained staff in high-contact sports. I finished up my speech by circling up my question, rehashing my teaser, and doing a mic drop line to finish out. Damn, that was good. The center judge had a tear in her eye.
Incredible.
And it truly felt like a solid 0-0 round with just a few more stutters than usual. Original oratory where you
write your own persuasive speech,
Yeah, but it's like 10 minutes and you usually do the same one for a long time. I sat down next to Ben, my friend who went before me. He leans over and whispers, I hate you. You don't know a Greg. See, what Ben knows and what the judges didn't is that there was no Greg at our school. There certainly wasn't a Greg playing football. The New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the Kansas Department of Education never published those articles. Those statistics did not exist. None of this is real.
But I want to win.
Poor Ben is like that meme of that little white creature sitting on the stool. Everything that came out of my mouth for 7 minutes was a straight up lie. None of it was real, pure bullshit, but very convincing bullshit that judges who had paper ballots had no way of fact checking. This is where I need your opinion. Should I feel bad about this?
Yes, absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Was there another ethical way to go about Bitch, you said it yourself in the thing. You had two options. You made a decision.
I could lie or tell the truth, and I chose to get ahead.
Is there a different way I should have done that?
Grant, Maya, you're with me on this one, right? Now, here's the thing.
I kind of am.
I would literally never coach a child to do this. I've just talked about catching other children doing it.
Yeah.
If one of my students came after me after their state semifinal round and shared this story with me, I don't think I'd execute punishments.
Yeah.
I think I'd be like, hey don't do that again because it sounds like you're going to final.
Yeah. Oh my God. 1 hour later, finals post. I'm in.
Of course you are. You skated through, and you probably knocked Ben out.
Don't don't worry. Ben and Jessica both made it too, so we Gucci.
Okay.
Karma caught up to me eventually. I gave probably the worst performance of my life in finals, trying to defend offshore windmill farms.
I love my world. I love the world of my career and my life.
Ben and Jessica still make fun of me to this day for my questionable ethics and terrible performance. That day I learned a valuable lesson. Do your damn research so you don't have to write into a podcast to resolve your moral dilemma 10 years later. Love you both, Ryan. B.S. The first time you read my story on a podcast, I was listening to it on a fateful Greyhound bus ride across Kansas to Nighthawk. Oh my God, I forgot. Just before our bus broke down. Hopefully I will be in a better place if you read this story on air.
I need to share that little story PS there at the end. The Speech Tournament of Champions, it's an organization that I'm a part of and have been to a lot. I love the Speech Tournament of Champions. Last year it was in Kansas City. So my school being super supportive and our community being one that is well-resourced and supportive of the program, and I'm forever grateful for that and deeply aware of the position that we're in. We were able to fly. We were able to fly to Kansas City, which is usually a very short flight.
Yes.
He got on a if we flew out Thursday, he got on a Greyhound Wednesday evening, and we beat him by hours to the hotel.
Which is nuts. Yeah. On the way back, did they beat us home?
No, on the way back, we did experience more like flight issues.
Yeah, because that's when we ended up circling around. Right?
Greyhound fully canceled the bus back to Denver. He had to put his assistant coach and his 3 students on a plane back to Denver.
Right,
and
then
he
stayed,
drove back with his sister with
all
our
of your visuals
to save us $200 on shipping. He's a great man.
He's
I
incredible.
love this guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's great.
He's a good egg.
Don't ask him about sports injuries to high schoolers.
No, because he has a lot of made up stats and friends.
Listeners, because we're here towards the end of the episode. If you have some free time and you're at work, Google the sources that he shared, not the sources, but the actual statistics, and then write in and let us know how close and or far off was he. Or does this data even exist, Also, since we're here towards the end of the episode, we are at that point now where we've had it with 4 every time we do a listener story. We've read through a bunch of listener stories. So if you've ever been like, oh, it would be so cool to get on air, write in.
Because we very often are going back into the archives for older ones. So just because you don't get it right on the first week that you send it in.
Send them in.
Chances.
We love to read it.
Yes.
What a great week so far.
Yeah. We have a cameo to do.
I know
Don't
we
let me
do.
Forget. Okay,
I saw the email when we were going through stuff. So I'll do our little speech then. I'm Grant.
End of show.
It's all about making her laugh. Find us on social. Okay, calm down. I'm happily taken.
Were you about to say you're a married man?
Yes, and I was like, nope, find a different way. There isn't. The momentum's gone. Find us on social media where Will I Laughed. Join us on Patreon where we have additional content where we say even more unhinged things.
Grant mainly.
I mean, sure, but I mean,
there's been several episodes now where Grant's like, "You good? Oh, you just
want to sit here?
Do you need a drink or something?"
I got a tight 30. Request us on Cameo to wish the short people in your life a happy St. Patrick's Day. And don't forget to write in to willilaughdpod@gmail.com or submit a story on our Google form posted on our website, willilaughed.com.
Well,
I laughed. Got you with that
story.
Got you with that short joke there at the end.
That
Short king.
I'm glad you said it. Not
Thanks.
Me. Yeah.
I'm Irish.